Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we are hunting through. We'll be looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally new ones for the book. There's a link as ever in the description if you want to pick up one of the books that I use. What's going on? Come on, focus. It is a commission paid link, so I do get a bit of a kickback if you make a purchase of one of those books using my link. So what do we want? Any 4 of the Commonwealth games. We've still not found one of those. We're making very good progress for the rest of the book, needing just the Beijing handover. London Underground Roundel is probably the next most common coin we still need. So there's only what, 2, 3 plus the 4 Commonwealth games. Oh my goodness. Right, we need to get some Commonwealth games. Let's see if today is the day we do that then. Okay then, into the first bag. Let's have a look at what we've got. So, we start with the Technologies design. This is the standard definitive design used on £2 coins up until 2015. There are some lower minted years, just not low enough that I think that they are worth keeping, or desirable enough, I should say, that they're worth keeping. First bag, case of the Diddleys. We found nothing. Not ideal, but hopefully if we continue on, we will find some more exciting commemorative coins. Oh, that'll be something. It's Jodie Clark's 5th and final portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Let's see what this is going to be. Oh, very nice. Shakespeare's Comedies, the rarer of the 3 Shakespeare £2 coins. With it being 2016 data, we'll check the edge inscription. All the world's a stage is the correct edge inscription. I check all the 2016 edge inscriptions during the hunt, because it seems to have been a bad year for the Royal Mint putting the edge inscription on coins. So just in case we come across an exciting error. Of course, at the end of the video, I'll flip through all of the coins, the commemoratives down on the desk, and the definitives, these Technologies ones, off to the side for any other errors we might have missed. We've got the steam locomotive there. We're keeping tabs on how many of those we found with a little counter in the top left. Every time we start a new book, I mix it up. Take away some of the coins we've been tracking, add some different ones, just out of interest to see over the course of filling the book how many of each coin we've been fortunate enough to find. Another Jodie Clark 5th portrait of the Queen. It's another Shakespeare's Tragedies. So if we carry on, we should next find the Shakespeare Histories if it's following in order. So yeah, this is not the rarest, but it is not the most common. It's middle of the road. What a piece of work is a man is the correct edge inscription for that coin. So unfortunately not the edge inscription error, which we have found one of on that Shakespeare Tragedies in the past. I found one that has the edge inscription for King and Country, which is the edge inscription that should have been put onto the Army Centenary, minted in the same year. But as ever, I will check through all of the coins just in case we come across an error that no one else has. How exciting would that be, to be the first person to find it? Or at least the first person to find it and publicly cry from the rooftops. But we all know we need to start looking for it. Right. Oh, that's fine. I thought it was a portrait. We've got the wireless transmission, Marconi's transmission. It's another fairly common coin, worth just face value. Of course, any coin could be worth more than face value to a collector who wants to add it to their collection, who doesn't have access to cash or has been unlucky and just needs that one. As a general rule of thumb, it's a fairly common coin, as is this one, the abolition of the slave trade. It's been a bit scratched up, but doesn't really matter because it's a fairly common face value coin. Right, so we haven't heard yet about the new Strike Your Own, the Gruffalo 50p. We don't know how long that's going to be a Strike Your Own for. Oh, there we go. I did call it. Oh, I should have said Commonwealth Games if I was manifesting some luck. Well, obviously next has got to be a Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland. It just follows suit, doesn't it? That'll be the next one we find. The Hollow Crown is the correct edge inscription for that one. And that completes our little Shakespeare set, which is always quite nice. The same as with like the 50Bs. It's always nice to try and complete one of the runs of the Beatrix Potter characters. It was 2016 dated. It's another 2016 Britannia, my goodness. The last video was the first one we found. We filled the gap in the book for the 2016 Britannia. So we'd gone all those episodes without finding one, and then we found a second one in the same video, and now we've found another one. Those are Shakespeare's Histories again. the hollow crown. And another abolition of the slave trade. Oh, a couple of things in that bag. That's quite nice. So it's exactly the same thing that happened with me on my first £2 book. I was stuck on just the Olympic Rio handover. And after bags and bags and bags of coins, we finally found it. Oh, Lord Kitchener there. Check for the mule error. It should say £2 at the bottom here, which this one it does. So on the Lord Kitchener, do check that, because if you don't, it doesn't say £2 at the bottom on the obverse, the head side of the coin. That is the mule error, a very valuable and exciting error coin. Oh yeah, so my first ever book, I was stuck on just the Olympic Rio handover, and it took ages to find one, and I finally found it, completed the book. The next video, first hunt of the next book, I found another Olympic Rio handover, which is kind of interesting. Right, another Jodie Clark 5th and final portrait of the Queen. It's nice condition, nice and shiny. What's that going to be? Oh, very nice. That is the Navy Centenary. One of my favourite circulating designs. No flag error. You can see jutting out of the mast there. That's where the little blob of extra metal would be, which has been caused by damage to the die. Sadly not a flag error, because that would be one for the book. It's the only error I've got for the book. I don't know why it is. I don't know. It's just always been. I've always had a space for it in the book, and that's why we've continued on. Although I haven't added any other errors in, because I haven't done so. The same as we have some definitive designs in the £2 book, but no definitives in the 50p coin book. It's just how I like to have it, I guess. We've got the DNA double helix there. Another fairly common design, but it is a very pretty design, that DNA £2 coin. Right, should we do an edge hunt? We've got lots of bags still to go. Let's see if we can rustle up some luck. We can do this with £2 coins because they have an edge inscription which is unique to the design. So if it says standing on the shoulders of giants, we know that'll be a definitive technologies coin. I think that might be all we've got in this bag, so let's just check. Make sure I haven't missed anything or got an edge inscription error. No. And we'll try once again. Okay, so we have got giants, shoulders standing on, standing, giants. Oh, something will turn up, will be Charles Dickens. We have our Charles versus Charles counter. I think that's all that is from this bag, but as ever, just in case. Nope, that's fine. Well, there we go, we found something. Nothing extraordinary, but we have in the past. I found an NIFC £2 coin, one of the designs that have been minted but not put into circulation. Is the Agatha Christie one. And because it's an NIFC and I'm not too familiar, I don't quite recall all the edge inscriptions and all the NIFC £2 coins, I had no idea what it was. But no, it's rather an exciting find. I'm not sure it'll ever happen again. It was unlikely. Oh wow! This is the Olympic Centenary, one of the 3 Olympic £2 coins in circulation, all 3 very nice ones to find. That is a real star find. We're getting very lucky today. Got the whole Shakespeare set, 2016 Britannia, which isn't too exciting, but still, it obviously hasn't happened for a long time. Navy Centenary and Olympic Centenary. Unbelievable. What? Ah, there we go. My camera couldn't handle the excitement. That is the Olympic Rio handover. That's fantastic to find that. We've got 2 Olympic £2 coins in one hunt. That is pretty bonkers. And another steam locomotive there. Trevithick's steam locomotive. But no, apologies about that. This happened a couple of times recently. I think my camera batteries are getting a little bit old in the tooth, because they go from having about quarter battery to nothing immediately. So I might need to invest and replace them with some that hold a bit more juice for longer. That's a very nice Army Centenary. Very nice condition. No rotation error. Edge inscription for King and Country. So that is exactly how that should be. Oh, there we go. Robert Burns. Another one that's a smidge over face value. Not enormously so, but we'll take it. So it's just the Beijing handover. That's the one we're missing for the book, right? That would be very weird if we find all 3 Olympic £2 coins in one hunt. Plus one that's a new one for the book. That would be rather exciting. Would I want that to happen over getting a Commonwealth Games? Probably not. I feel like there's this itch we need to scratch. We need to get a Commonwealth Games £2 coin in the book. Because we don't want to be just stuck on those 4 coins. Because we could be here for a considerable amount of time trying to tick those off. There's another DNA double helix. Again, a lovely design, but rather common. Oh, we're coming to the end of the hunt. That's okay though, we've had a lot of good luck. Another army centenary with no rotation error, and the edge inscription is correct. Well, there's a Brunel's portrait, one of 2 Brunel £2 coins in circulation. Again, both of those are fairly common. What's going on here? Why has this been cut out of frame? Hold on. Let's just I must have knocked the camera as I got up to go get a new battery. Okay. Let's carry on. Penultimate bag then. Let's see if this will bring us any more. There we go. Charles Dickens. Another one for today's hunt. Not a whole lot else. Well, fantastic. Look at this bottom row. That is just unbelievable. The amount of exciting commemorative coins that we've got. That is one of the better hunts for a long time. Now, there are links in the description in this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come over and join me on that. There are also links to my other social media channels and the PO Box address if you'd like to write into me, as well as a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel. That's the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. I'm just going to whisk through all of these coins now and see if there's any errors I've missed throughout the hunt. Well, unfortunately, no exciting errors to be had out of all of those coins, but always worth checking just in case. We did, though, get a whole host of very nice star finds. How would you even start to pick that? I do love a Navy Centenary, but that Rio handover, it's an Olympic coin. I've got a bit of an Olympic bias. The Centenary one, too. Oh, you'll have to let me know in the comments what you'd pick as the star find. I think we're going to have a bit of disagreement down in the comments. Friendly disagreements, of course, because everyone's entitled to pick what they would choose as a star find. I'd love to know what you'd pick and why you'd pick it. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.